Hello everyone, I am Caleb, the other half of the Bearded Bible Brothers. Joshua is unfortunately not with me today because I'm on family vacation. I needed some time off. We had a lot of preparation to the premiere of our series, The Lobsterman. I hope you are watching that. 2 episodes in is fantastic. There are 10 episodes total, and we want you to share those with friends. And I'm going to tell you a little later about why that message is so important. But I'm here on the Outer Banks of North Carolina, Cape Hatteras National Seashore. I'm on a ferry right now heading to the island of Ocracoke. And it's very interesting, that island used to be the hideout of a very notorious pirate named Edward Teach, aka Blackbeard. Yes, it is believed that he hid his infamous treasure, of which he took out so many Navy fleet ships and took their treasure and buried it on the island before his final last stand, in which he was killed, and no one has found that treasure to this day. Of course, it's a beautiful island now. We're heading to there. But as you can see around me, we've seen dolphins, we've seen other ferry boats. It's a beautiful place. It's very peaceful and serene here, but that wasn't always the case. You see, there's a very important series of battles, actual war that is overlooked in history, that occurred just off these shores of an Outer Banks. That happened back during World War II, when literally the war came to our very shores and Americans didn't know it. The government kept it secret that German U-boats literally patrolled the coast of this area, and they took out ships after ships after ships of merchant vessels, cargo vessels. It was a destructive feat in which the inhabitants of this island every day woke up to find dead bodies on the shores of their beaches. It was tragic, and this was concealed. It went on for months on end. The height of it during 1942, when literally in March, every single day 3 ships were taken out. The American Navy were preoccupied elsewhere. They're getting ready. They were on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean, and they couldn't rally a proper plane to take out these U-boats. So the Nazis literally had full reign over the series of these islands. And it was even rumored that some of them came ashore, that they were dressed in American clothing. They intermingled with people. They were spying to get information. A lot of legends of what happened here. But eventually it came to a head. When America got their act together, they started sending Navy patrols out here, and they started taking out U-boat after U-boat after U-boat until they won the war. But the casualties were strong. We're talking about 400 to 600 vessels taken out here. It's just astronomical. And when I'm thinking about that, I'm considering this territory that's called the Graveyard of the Atlantic, Torpedo Alley, Torpedo Junction, that literally the same situation is occurring in America today, where people don't know that we are being attacked from within, that we are being taken out boat by boat, vessel by vessel, church by church, because of depravity, sin, and corruption that has infiltrated our homes, our communities, our cities, and yes, most importantly, our churches. We've seen pastors fallen from grace because sin and corruption has infiltrated the doctrine of our very churches. As people teach just perversity and try to infiltrate the ways of God, the ways of the world, which just doesn't work. The two don't gel together. And sin is accepted now. And because of that, Satan has created a literal 5th column within our very homes and churches of people actively working against us to destroy America within, just like the fall of Rome. And so that's why it's important to remember the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. Ephesians 6 talks about these, the weapons, the armor that you put on every day, the sword of the Spirit, that we're literally going to fight the enemy. Every day is a battle. Every day we're at war. It's worse than World War II with Nazis. It's worse against Satan and his demonic forces. You know, Yeshua himself said the kingdom of heaven suffers violence, and the violent take it by force. And it's time to join together as a strong body of believers, as Christians, to fight these demonic attacks, especially at home. It's not abroad, it's happening here. That's why this series, The Lobsterman, is so important. We want you to share it with family and friends. It's our greatest call to evangelism that the Bearded Bible Brothers has ever made, and discipleship to teach Christians how not to fall into these plots and snares that the enemy has in store for us. So please share, support these videos, like them, get them around, to unbelievers, to the lost. This is our greatest witnessing tool yet, to share the gospel of Yeshua before he returns. I love you guys. Join the Bearded Bible Bonanza to check out what I've been doing on these islands. And as always, pray for the peace of Jerusalem.